Hi! I am so excited today to show you how to crochet this simple plaid pumpkin. Let's get started. I am going to start with my main pumpkin color, and I'm using a size 4mm crochet hook, and I am going to chain 50 chains. I want to work in the round, so I am going to connect my chain. So I gotta straighten it out. I'm going to put a slip stitch into the first chain. Okay, so I got my 50 chains and I've slip stitched into the first chain, and I'm going to chain one, turn my work. I'm going to chain one more, and then I'm just going to place a double crochet into each chain. So I should have 50 double crochets at the end of this round. So I'll meet you at the end of 50 double crochets. Here I am at the end of the first round after 50 double crochets into the chains. And here, if you wanted, you could slip stitch, chain two, and then do your next round. But I like where you can't see a line where it started. And so I am going to just continue crocheting in the rounds. So you can use a stitch marker, or you could just count. That's kind of how I do mine, is I count as I go. So into this first double crochet of the first round, I'm just going to make a double crochet, and then I'll just keep going. I'm going to count 50 double crochets to know when my round ends, and just keep working in that manner until I have completed 12 rounds. So I'm going to go ahead and finish those 12 rounds, and I'll meet you and show you my next step for the plaid pumpkin. So I have finished 12 rounds of 50 double crochets, and I just crocheted in the round. And now I am going to make a slip stitch into the top of the next stitch and chain one. And then I'm going to give myself a really long tail, because when it comes time to forming the pumpkin, I'll need some lots of yarn to go back and forth, back and forth. So I'll cut that off, and then I'll pull the yarn through, and there we go. Now I am ready to make the plaid pattern, and so I'm going to do 2 lines going vertically, 1 line going horizontally. I'm going to leave 4 rows and columns in between each one. So I'm just going to come in here and start at the bottom, and I'm just going to weave through a row of stitches. I'm just going to leave myself a little tail at the end, because when I go to form the pumpkin, I can just tuck that in. And so I have one vertical line, and now I'm going to go underneath the top of that stitch, and then I will come back in through the next top of the stitch and make a line going back down. Now I'm going to come 4 stitches, I'm just going to go to the left and make another set of 2 vertical lines, and I'm just going to keep this pattern going all the way around. So I'll go ahead and show you some of those, and then I'll just meet you when I have finished the vertical lines. Now I'm ready to work on the horizontal lines. I already did one line, and now I'm going to skip a row of double crochet and go into the next row. So here's a row of double crochet, and I weaved in and out every other stitch. So I'm going to skip this second row or round, and I'm going to go to the third round. I had to get more yarn, so be sure to pull your string through after going through a couple of stitches, just because if you don't, then it's going to be really hard to pull it through all at once. So I'm going to weave through about 4 or 5 stitches and then just pull my yarn through. So I'm not sure why I thought just one row. 2 rows looks better because it's more of a square pattern. So between, so I had a horizontal round, and then I skipped 2, and then into the third. So I skipped 2 in between each one of these, so that made more of a square. And now I'm ready to close up my pumpkin. So I'm going to take that long tail I made and put my needle on, and then I am just going to weave in and out of the top stitches, and I'm going to cinch up this part. This will become, well, it could be the bottom or the top depending on how I like it at the end, but I'm just going to make sure I pull my yarn as I go. and that will cinch this up. Now that I have cinched it up, now I'm just gonna kind of sew it together so it closes the hole up, so that when I put stuffing in, the stuffing doesn't come out. So I'm just gonna go back and forth, sewing the hole closed. Okay, that's closed up. I'm going to stick my needle down through the middle and pull it up through the top. And now, all these extra strings that I have, I'm just going to kind of tuck in. And I'm going to go ahead and get some stuffing and stuff my pumpkin a bit. Now I'm going to cinch up the top just as I cinched up the bottom by weaving in and out of the top stitches, cinching it closed as I go, and then I will sew up the hole and close up the top of the pumpkin. I want to fill up my pumpkin a little more than I have it because I like my pumpkins a little more poofy. And now that I'm cinching it up, I'm realizing I want it a little fuller. So I'm just going to add some more stuffing. And now I'm going to finish up closing up the top of my pumpkin. So I could leave my pumpkin just like this, and it would be cute, add a little stem, but I kind of like to form it up a little more, and to do that I just take my needle and yarn and I pull it through the bottom back and forth a couple of times. And it just kind of looks more like, you know, the little pumpkins that you can buy at the store. as far as shape. I don't think you would find a color like this from the garden, but that would be cool. So my pumpkin has the shape I like, and so now I'm just going to take my string, insert it, and poke it through the side so that it kind of goes through the stuffing. That kind of helps it hold onto the string inside of there. And then clip it off, and there we go. Now I could create a crochet stem, which I have a video on that I will link for you. But I think today I'm just going to go grab a stick from outside and hot glue it in and let that be the stick for my pumpkin. So here is my final plaid pumpkin. It's really fun and pretty simple to do and really cute. I like using the stick from outside. I think it just adds a little something. If I wanted, I could go get some ribbon and tie a bow on here. That would be pretty cute too. But let me know in the comments down below what colors you would use for your plaid pumpkin. And I will see you guys next time. Bye.
If you would like to see more, please like and subscribe. And don't forget to hit the bell so you don't miss a video.